Hey, good morning, folks. Out here with my buddy Hank. Been too long. We're out here doing the Hemphill Bald Loop in the Smokies, and see a little parking area. You can't fit a lot of cars in here, so if you want to do this trip, just be mindful. You should get here early, especially on the weekends. So we're starting out. We're doing overnight here, and we're staying the night at campsite 41, Caldwell Fork, and that's going to be 8.5 miles because we're going counterclockwise on this loop. And we're coming out that way in the morning, but we're starting off down here. So let's have a good time. Check out this old fence line that we're walking along. There was an old forest road up ahead there too, up a little hill. And the tree is massive. But I'll look up the history of this and find out what the story is on this old fence line. Came to a little clearing here, but we're making our way over to Hemphill Bald, where the views are going to really open up. This is just a forest road off the trail, so we thought we'd check it out. Lunch is served. And we got a view.
You know, folks, I just happened to look over here. Look at that bum laid down on the rock over there. Who does he think he is?
Walking along the trail here, we're getting close to our campsite, and there are a stand of old growth trees here that are just as impressive as the ones in Joyce Kilmer. That is a monster of a tree right there. Hank, stand next to it for scale. if you can get close to it.
You had to come on down.
This tree has a huge diameter. Jeez. You see how big that thing is around? And look how tall it is. It just goes up to the sky. I don't even know how tall it is, but it's tall. And there's just a bunch of them like that in here. There's a lot of fallen trees too, but this is pretty impressive. I remember reading about this when I came here 5 years ago, and sure enough, it's a pleasant surprise to see it again. Made it home for the night. Campsite 41, Caldwell Fork. Let's find a nice spot. All right, this is the new Big Agnes Tiger Wall two-person tent. This is my first night using it. My first impression upon setting it up, I like it. It seems like it's pretty spacious for, I think it's the copper spur is the model with the more bells and whistles. I used that for all my trips from 2019 until the present. So this is a new tent for me. First tent in 4 years. I bought it on the anniversary sale at REI. It's got 2 points on one side to stake out. Vestibules to stake out. It's got just 1 point on the one side, so the tent poles are 3 sides. But it's much like the copper spur. I think it's a little lighter. I'll put that in the video, the weight difference between the copper spur and the Tiger Wall. But they've definitely made some improvements in their tents. The zippers seem to be more free, less snags. It seems like the material is a little bit lighter too, like the rainfly is not as heavy. It's very thin, but it seems pretty strong. I don't know what the material is made of. I'll post that in the video as well. I'm gonna do a full review on this after the first night of using it. But I thought I'd share that with you guys. That this is the new tent I was gonna use in the Snowball Wilderness a couple weeks ago. I'm using here in the Smokies first time, and I gotta say I'm liking it so far. The real test will be the first night, so I'll let you guys know. All right, I'm gonna let you guys look inside the tent too. Another thing I like about it, you've got a gear loft. So no more having to just lay things on the floor of the tent to put them up there. As long as it's not too heavy and it's not gonna tear the fabric, it makes pretty handy gear storage. All right, folks, sitting here in camp with my buddy Hank, and we got a nice little fire going. And I'll show you dinner. Got lasagna this time. So, what do you have over there, Hank? What's your dinner?
I have chicken and broccoli.
Dinner of champions. So we're gonna sit here around the fire and socialize, relax, and if I don't talk to you guys anymore tonight, we'll call it a night and we'll see you in the morning. What'd you think about that peak refuel, Hank?
Oh yeah.
Good stuff. Fire's roaring right now. We're having a good time out here.
That's right.
Gonna be a good night. All right, it's 6:12 in the morning. We're getting ready to leave camp. Hank's over there getting water at the creek. You see the light of dawn on the horizon. We've been up for over an hour. Hank's already got his tent taken down. We've had breakfast. I'm finishing putting my tent down and packing it up. And we're gonna get out of here, get back on the trail down there. We had 2 other groups here last night, 2 groups of 2 each, so it was 4 other people. It's a really wide open campsite. It says the capacity is 12 online on Great Smoky Mountains permits, but looks like it could hold a lot more people. But this was very comfortable and we slept good. Woke up to a chilly morning. I think the temperature forecast was upper 40s and it felt like it was, so. But it feels good. Nice to have cool temperatures in near summer. It was very dark in the forested canopy, but it was still a good night's sleep. New tent did great. I really enjoyed it. So thanks for watching. We're gonna get back on the trail soon. All right, we're exiting the campsite. Passing the bear cables over there on the left. Check out the size of this poplar. This thing is enormous. That's one of the biggest trees I've ever seen on the East Coast. Whew. All right, folks, it's a happy ending to a happy trail. It was 13.5 miles, and highlights of this trip, of course, were Hemphill Bald. The views up there were phenomenal, some of the best in the area. The wildlife we saw was pretty amazing. Great night at camp, enjoying the new tent. Hopefully I'll have many more trips with it, and just enjoying the time with friends. See, we're getting lucky here because we're ending with rain, but it didn't start raining hard until right now, right when we get back to the car, so perfect timing. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.